Hi, beautiful people. Good evening. Welcome back. Happy Easter. Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Resurrection. Happy Easter. We thank God Almighty for Easter 2023. Oshoju emi wa. We give glory to God Almighty. Happy Resurrection Day. Happy Easter, everyone. Welcome, welcome. I throw away salutes. I hope we are all good. So many people were waiting. A lot of people were waiting. Oh my God. Welcome, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope we are all right. How was your Easter? Or how is your Easter going? Because it's still going. It's still going now. So how is your Easter going? I hope it's going well. Ekabo, thank you very much for joining me. Thank you for taking time out to spend time with us today on Easter Day. Welcome, welcome. Please give us a thumbs up. Give us a thumbs up as you're coming in. If you've not subscribed, please subscribe. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Joanna. I appreciate that. The best channel liberating women. Thank you, Queen B. Oh, that's so kind of you. Thank you for seeing it that way. Some people see it as the worst channel that is teaching women how to leave their husbands. Isn't it ironic? I guess life is upside down like that. It depends on where you are standing. You see life from your own perspective, isn't it? From your own point of view. It is well. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you. Give us a thumbs up. So, I did say that there was some part of this story that we've not covered that I want us to talk about it again. Please give us a thumbs up as you're coming in. That I wanted us to talk about because the story of Oyinda Amola, it was so, there was a lot to it. We did that show for 3 hours. I try not to make the live streams long because it's very tiring. And to be honest, it's short now that YouTube is moving towards short. So I don't even know how popular the live streams are. But within us, our community and on this platform, because we are so used to them, I keep doing them, but I try to make them shorter so that it will be easy for people who can't join us during the live stream. Because sometimes during the live stream, you don't even know time is going, right? Because these conversations are so engaging, people are calling in, and so I do try to accommodate as many people as possible. Thank you. Thank you, Yvette. Thank you. I appreciate you. God bless you. I thank you, my subscribers and my lovers and friends. Without you guys, I would not be here. It's not easy at all. Being on these streets. The street of social medium is not an easy place. It's only the strong and the strong that survive. But with your support and your love, we are still standing. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate you. So yeah, the I don't know how many of you were here when we did that story. I think it was that show was on Thursday night. It was Thursday night. We did that show of Oyinda Amola, and it was quite a lot, and we couldn't possibly cover all the angles. If we do 3 or 4 shows, we still can't cover it. I mean, it took me like an hour to read and digest what she wrote. Yeah. And somebody did come to the comment section of that on that show and said that the person said she's my younger sister. The person said that Oyinda Amola is their younger sister, and left to her that she would have kept the matter private. Yeah, our people are very good at telling you to keep your matter private, but they are not the ones that are suffering. They are not the ones that are hurting. We are very good at that's Nigerian community for you. Keep quiet, oh. Keep quiet, so everybody is keeping quiet, so everybody is keeping quiet, so and that's why so many people are broken. People are suffering from depression, I mean, I don't think we really understand mental health and how the mind and the brain works in our community. Rebecca Hills, thank you very much. Brother Patrick Ekro Leo, thank you very much, sir. Happy Easter. May the resurrection of Christ bring us peace, joy, happiness. Yoruko Jesu. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, I don't think our community, we are still learning quite a lot about mental health and how this mind works. Nigerians especially, they think that whatever it is, shebi, don't worry. If other people have been through it, you too, you can go through it and just keep quiet. They're not going to support you to go and get counseling. They're not going to support you to talk to someone professionally. They will just tell you to keep quiet and deal with it by yourself. Unfortunately, it's not everybody that can deal with or process things. And that's why people lose their minds. People literally lose their minds when they start acting funny. Then you now say, mental health, yo, kinikon, kinikon. But you, when you were telling them to keep quiet and just keep quiet and deal with it, there's a level that your brain and your mind can process. Some people are stronger than some. So what I can take is not what another person can take. Some people, little things will just set them off. Little things. And some other people, they'll go through, bigger things and they will still be strong. It's not easy. But speaking out helps. I think it does. Because even talking to people, it lifts the burden in your mind. It releases some of all that frustrations, pain. You need to have a way to diffuse some of that, frustration, some of the pain, anger, everything that comes with situations that life deals with you with. Romari TV, welcome. How are you, my sister? My in-law. I hope you are well. Nice to see you. Yeah, so please, if you're one of those people that was always telling people when they are going through things to keep quiet, if you tell them to keep quiet, you are not helping. Allow them to express themselves, allow them to talk. Even if you don't want them to talk on social media, support them to go and see a professional to talk to, because if they don't get help, only Yahweh, they can just lose their mind. This mind is a very fragile thing, no? Very, very fragile. Very, very fragile. You see some people on the road, they are not on Bluetooth, oh, they are not talking to headphones, oh, they are talking to themselves. And they don't even realize that they started talking to themselves. Mental health illness is real. Please look after yourself. Anyhow you feel like you can cope with situations that life deals you with. I don't think people should be telling people how to deal with what they are going through. So anyway, the story continues. We want to talk about the angle. There are so many angles. I was watching Man of Prestige today. Ola was saying that there were other women that were involved in this story. But when we were talking about it the other day, we focused mainly on you know, the Oyinda Amola and Bumi. We didn't even talk much about Bumi, which is the husband snatcher, the Boko Boko person. We didn't talk much about her. I did show you a couple of her pictures. Um, But we were talking more about Tunde and the ex-wife, Onyida Amola. So today, I want to talk about, I'm looking at it from the angle of in-laws. And that's why I have this picture here. So these are the polygamous people we've been talking about recently in the past year. These are the people that have been in the social media space around this second wife, discussion. They are the ones. Mm. You're struggling with allergies. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Bele. I think it's spring. Spring usually comes. Spring and summer always. Some people suffer from allergies during spring and summer. Sorry. Okay. Give us a thumbs up, guys. So, when I was reading that story to you guys, I read a bit of the story where Oyindamola kept saying that when she first started suspecting that her husband was cheating on her, the first person she called and spoke to was her in-laws. That's Tunde's parents. She said that she called them and they denied flat outright. They denied it completely and said, "Don't listen to whatever you're hearing." And she said that she thought that they loved her so much because She was she, at least in her own analysis, she was a good wife to them. She took care of them when they visited. Particularly, she said that Tunde's father, whenever he comes to America, there was a particular time he came, he had arthritis and they gave him medication. And she felt as a nurse that those medicine are going to be too, the medication was going to be too harsh on his, internal things, his organs. So she now went and bought some cream, and she was basically massaging his legs due to arthritis. So she's saying that she's taking care of the mother-in-law, she's taking care of the father-in-law, she's been a good wife. Why did they hide it from her? So I suppose I want us to have a conversation around the role that in-laws plays. Are your in-laws really your friends? I mean, some people can make the argument that when children grow up, and especially if they become successful, there is little or nothing the parents can do or say to them. They will choose their own path. They will do what they want to do. Okay? And I would not even argue with that. It's true. Adults will do whatever they want to do. They are not children anymore. So Tunde, for instance, made that decision to go and marry another wife in Nigeria. He had the money to do it. Hmm? And I'm not sure if the parents could have stopped him. Let me read what Rebecca is saying. Rebecca, he said, Auntie B, I know someone that landed in the hospital in situations like this. She went absolutely crazy completely. She couldn't tell people to keep, so please don't tell people to keep quiet. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Yeah. The brain is a very fragile thing. There's a thin line. Remember, we keep talking about that, the stress bucket. If somebody is already stressed with life and all this work stress, you're dealing with life basically as an adult, and something like this can just push you a little bit over the edge, and that's it. There's a thin line between sanity and insanity, my people. Kọ́lọ́run gbà wá. Kọ́lọ́run gbà fún wa ni o. May God help us. So I'm thinking that, okay, if he made the decision, because the wife said he was doing quite well. They started from an apartment, they bought the first house, and he said the house was too small. They bought a bigger house. I mean, they had a massive house they were living. You know how you American, all those houses that you have, massive 4, 5 bedroom houses with big garages and parking spaces, the kind of houses that we admire from afar. You know, you guys have massive houses in America and North America. I went to my friend's house in Canada. When I went to Canada, was it 2000 and was it 2019? I can't remember now. 2019, yeah, it was 2019. 2019, 2019. You will have laundry room. In your kitchen, you have another area that is a laundry room where you put your washing machine, your dryer, and everything. Wow. Our houses over here are very, very small. That's one of the things I don't like about the UK. So, one can argue that the parents could not stop him because he's a grown man and he was doing well. So he has his money and he can use it to do whatever he wants to do, right? But the part where she said, which is the wife, Oyindamola, was saying that she went to them to ask them, is this true? Did Tunde get married? And they covered it up. They blatantly lied to her face and told her that it's not true. That is where I have a problem. As a parent myself, I don't think that, we always try to guide our children, to give them good advice. Don't do this, my son. Do this, don't do this. But our children are growing now. They're getting to that age. If my son, God forbid, it will never be my portion. I don't have children that will decide that they don't have an African mentality, that will wake up one day and say, oh, second wife is the next thing now. It will never happen by the grace of God. That they want to have another child. I'm thinking as a mother, what will I do? If I advise them not to do it, I would not cover for them. Because, I mean, in law, there's something they call it, right? When you cover a crime, there's something they call it. I can't remember the name. It's coming to my brain now. The lawyers in the house, please put it in the comment section. What do they call it? Accessory. Is it accessory they call it? You become an accessory. You become an accessory. If a crime happens in your presence and you cover it, you didn't report it, you become an accessory. You can go to jail for it. Oh, so we can say that the parents were actually accessories. They were aiding and abetting. Accomplice. Is he accomplice? I say accessory. Is he accessory or accomplice? It won't be. Anyway, they were accomplice. They aided and abetted the whole process because they attended the wedding. Why did they keep it from the wife? Did they think she would never find out? Because remember that Oyinda Mola said it took 1 year before she found out that the husband had married another woman, a whole new wife in Nigeria, set up businesses that she thought were family businesses with Bumi. Because there's no way parents don't know these things. They know. They can't say they don't know. They can't. They can't. What? I mean, if they were people who had any sort of integrity, let me put it this way. If there were people who were honorable people, sometimes, yeah, in Africa, especially in Nigeria, people can say no. Some parents can say no to their children married from certain families because they will consider them as people who have no honor. It's a big deal to parents. They will say, no, that family don't go there. They are not honorable people. Even though the child might not, they'll say, no, look at their parents. They usually judge people based on behavior in the family. The parents, the uncles, the aunties. What is the behavior? What is their lifestyle? What have they done in the past? All these things are important, to be honest. They are. And that's why in some cultures across Nigeria, they will go and check. They will go and check the family. They do checking. They want to know the history of the family. So one can, I mean, even if you can't hold them responsible, they definitely collaborated with their son. And they also covered it up. That's the part that I think Oyinda Amala was mostly, she was broken more about that because they lied to her. They told her to her face that she said she called the mother repeatedly. This is what I'm hearing. What is the situation? Tell me the truth. They said, no, nothing like that. Oh, don't listen. No, people are trying to break your home. Oh, but a year prior to when she was doing this investigation, the same parents had attended this man's wedding. They were attended the second wedding of their son. Why would they do that? Why do you think they were hiding it? Hmm? There's no way your son is getting married that most of these parents they know. Even the one of Yul Edochie, the parents, the family knew, but they didn't support him, which is what the brother said. The brother said that we told him not to do it. Now, for me, that's a clear stand. They've taken a stand. We told him not to do it. So obviously, because they didn't approve, you assume that they didn't follow him to go and do the marriage, right? So, are your in-laws really your friends? Would they take side with you when their child is behaving badly? And this can either be the woman's family or the man's family. Can you trust your in-laws completely to be on your side? Like, would they choose you over their child? That's the conversation I want us to have tonight. God's favorite say, my in-laws are wonderful people, but they are my in-laws. We just maintain civil and pleasant relationship. I know that when push comes to shove, na in-laws I be. Yeah. It's unfortunate that in some, you see some families, they see the wife as a stranger. Have you guys seen that? They will say, I don't allow this stranger. They will be calling the man's wife a stranger. Don't allow this stranger to come between your family. We've seen that when they are fighting within, maybe there's a problem between the mother-in-law or the sister-in-law and the wife. You'll be hearing things like, don't allow this stranger. A woman that has given you 3 children, 4 children. You are still calling her a stranger. So does that not negate the fact that, the Bible says that what two are joined together, what God has joined together. Once you are married, are you not supposed to be one? Are you still if you are a stranger, then I don't know how that works. If you are a stranger, if your in-laws see you as a stranger, somebody here told me about how family sees her husband as a marriage, what do you call it? The mother calls her husband a family divider. I don't think I've ever heard that word before. Just because, I don't know whether she's not happy that her daughter got married. She's been trying to destroy the marriage. I don't know why, because to be honest, witchcraft spirit is not always spirit that is flying. This one, is broad daylight witchcraft. When you call your daughter and be telling your daughter negative things about her husband, telling your daughter that the husband has come, your husband is like me, my mother telling me that my husband is dividing me from my family. I mean, I'm thinking, who is my family? So in-laws is a big problem in Africa. We talk about it all the time. Some in-laws they are from hell. If you have good in-laws, you should be thanking God, honestly, because a lot of marriages are also breaking. I think Pastor Shola did a show about it. How in-laws are aiding and abetting marriage breakup. Yes, so many marriages have broken up because of in-laws intrusion. Unfortunately, as much as we talk about Mongo Park on this platform, some men, even when they are good men, they are good husbands, they can't stand up to their family. And so when their own families are intruding in the marriage, usually the man's family, sometimes it's the woman's family, but it's usually the man's family always feel like, this is my brother's house. We have, I have an upper hand here. I should say what happens. I mean, it's so bad that in some families, some sister-in-laws will come to their brother's house and they want to be ordering the wife around. Ọmọ fẹ́ pàṣẹ. Ilé ẹ̀gbọ́n mi ni, this is my brother's house. They will leave their own house. Maybe they are married or they are still single, living with their parents. They will leave and come and be giving orders. So in-laws is there are a whole lot of palaver. I don't think some families know how to let go. So they will attend the wedding, they will dance, they will spray you money, they will do everything, celebrate that their child is getting married, but they follow that person to the marriage. And they want to be involved. I read something on Pastor Shola's page as well this week, where a woman said that she left her husband because they were living in America and the in-laws came to visit, that the sister and the mother came to America to visit, and her husband kicked out of her bedroom because of the in-laws, that he was literally sleeping on the same bed with his sister and his mother, and she was squatting in the sitting room. I don't know what kind of house they live in. No. And that they made her go through hell. She was cooking and cleaning, taking care of them. They were basically, they turned out to house help in America. When they left, she decided that, you know what, this is not a marriage for me. So I mean, if you are a real man, is expected to don't, especially if your family don't like your wife, you have to stand up and correct that situation. You have to. You must stand up for your wife. Otherwise, it does get very, very bad. Yes, in-laws have contributed to why marriage ended, but we are talking about in-laws who are, this one is not even that they are causing problem or coming to tell you what to do, how to run your family, the number of kids you should have, when you should have carrier with your husband. No, these ones are even hiding something as massive as second wife. They hid it. Why do you think the mother and the sisters and all the family members hid the fact that Tunde had been coming to Nigeria off and on? Obviously, was dating this Boko Boko Bumi. I said it in that video. I said that all these men that live in the diaspora, our brothers that live in diaspora, Nigerian men. When you go to Nigeria and you meet these women, you think they are in love with you. Is what the opportunities that they see you as a meal ticket. So they are already calculating going to America. Of course, when you are coming, you shop for them, you give them money, you give them a good life. That's why. It's not because they love you. If you didn't have money, they will not be with you. I don't know why, I don't think it matters to men, because I feel like, we've had this discussion about struggle love, that when you struggle with a man, some, not all men, but some of them, when they stabilize themselves and they are doing well now, then they'll go and look for somebody who will now see them as this, knight in shining armor, who they will help. When you help them, you're gonna help somebody. You're gonna help somebody else. Me, I don't understand it. I don't know. Maybe it's an ego thing. And that man that we're talking about, that pastor in America, broke it down completely the other day. I saw that video. I think we talked about it in one video. What's his name? Pastor. Is it? What's that pastor's name? The African American pastor. He did a video about it, and it was he completely explained it, how it works. How some wives are like mummies. Like the men literally see them as mommy. They see them as they play a motherly figure where you come to this to save them, you fend for them, you care for them, and all that. Yes, RC Blake, Sean, thank you. That's his name. RC Blake's, yeah. He did a video. It was fantastic the way he explained. It made perfect sense to me. The title of that video is Why Men Leave Women Who Help Them Grow. That's the title. Why Men Leave Women Who Help Them Grow. Bishop R.C. Blake's, yeah. I love his teaching. He's very, very good with relationships. The way he analyzes things makes really good sense to me. Yeah. So another aspect of it I wanted to look at tonight is life insurance. So we've been talking about life insurance on this platform. I got a lot of people to get life insurance. By the grace of God, I think it was last year, a lot of people bought life insurance because I kept talking about it. I would not shut up about it. You know how I can be when I oh my God, when something holds me like that, think about Camilara. Chai, I will be talking about it, Sha. So a lot of people started buying life insurance when I started telling them, do you have life insurance? You don't have life insurance. Go and buy life insurance. So a lot of people, by the grace of God, if you don't have life insurance, how many people do we have now? 616 people. Thank you very much, everybody. Welcome. Give us a thumbs up. If you live in the abroad, especially, you don't have life insurance, please go and buy life insurance. You have car insurance. You have home insurance. You have mobile phone insurance. The most important thing is your life. Go and get life insurance. Please. Yeah. So Oyindamola said that her husband Tunde got life insurance and he is the beneficiary on her life. So if she deletes, he's gonna claim millions of dollars. And she was scared. I think that's one of the reasons she ran to social media when she said she saw some fetish things in his cupboard, and she's not sure. She said that Bumi, this is the second wife now, the Boko Boko, that her mother is very fetish, that they are juju people, and that even Tunde himself, that the family are very fetish. And she was saying that she found some juju things in the closet in their home in America. So she was like, that there's life insurance involved. She doesn't know what they are planning. Because you know how we said that if you go to Africa with all this money, let me tell you something, even if you take £100,000 to Nigeria, 100,000 pounds or $100,000 to Nigeria, you can squander it within 1 year. I'm telling you, especially when nothing is coming in. You'll be saying you are doing business. Because Nigeria is not a cheap place to live in, because you want to maintain the same standard of life that you've been living in the diaspora. That includes having electricity 24/7, having access to internet. You want to drive a nice car, you want to live in your nice house, you want to have security, food. So many things are expensive. So you have to pay for all these things. And when money is going and money is not coming in, and that's why you see people who go and say, oh, we are relocating. And give them 3 years, they are back. Some 2 years, they are. And usually when they are back, they are broke. And that's why we're saying, I'm not saying, me, I'm not even saying anybody should not relocate. It's okay, but you need to have a watertight, you have to have a watertight plan A, B, C on how to survive over there. Because now you are the Father Christmas for the whole of your family. You've come back from the abroad. They think you are rich, even though you are not rich. And maybe you've quit your job or you resigned for a while, you're taking a break from your career in the diaspora. You've taken all this money, or maybe you took some loan. Some people will take loan. I've heard of people that will go to the bank and take loan because they want to go and try to make something in Nigeria. Maybe you built a hotel. My brother-in-law built a massive hotel in Calabar. If I go to Calabar now, that's where I'm going to stay. I'll help him to market it. He's our uncle, our dearest uncle. Massive hotel in Calabar. But the last time we had a conversation about it, I don't think that our uncle is getting, even, I don't think he's gotten 1% of what he spent building that hotel. We're talking about buying the land, building, furnishing it, you know. He's been a problem running it. He keeps going back to Nigeria and back because the first person he put there ran the place. The person was just collecting money and putting in their pockets. Even staffing is a big problem. People are not loyal like that. So the point is, businesses in Nigeria, just imagine if that my brother-in-law left his job. He's a medical doctor. If he had quit his job and say, oh, I'm going to Nigeria to go and run this hotel now. Thank God he didn't. Because I don't think he's made 1% of what he spends. So we are talking about life insurance. There's nothing wrong with life insurance, but it's the beneficiary. Who is the beneficiary? So if you have children, your children should be the beneficiary. Oyindamola is screaming now that there's life insurance on her head, but if she deletes. So that means she's the one that took the life insurance. I don't know if it's the husband that is paying for it. That if anything happens to her, that he will get that money. Another thing you can do, correct me, those of you who are lawyers in the house, is to get a will, right? You can get a will. A lot of people don't have will. I have a very, very pathetic story I want to share with you guys about a woman here in the UK that deleted without a will. And the funny thing is that she's been divorced for over 10 years. But you know how most Nigerians will say they are divorced. They don't live together in the same house. They are not together, but they will not do the paperwork. They won't file for divorce. They will not do it legally. So in the eyes of the law, you are separated. You are not divorced. I mean, that woman's story is really, really sad. What happened to her? Yeah. Some will go and remortgage their house. You can remortgage your house and get maybe 50, 60,000. It's big money when you take it to Nigeria. But the point I'm trying to make is that no money is big money when you are using it and nothing is coming in. If you take that kind of money and you spend it here, maybe you are buying properties, for instance. Yeah. If you are buying properties, you already have your house, you are buying buy to let. The reason why you will not feel it is because there's tenants in the house that are paying rent. So that will help you to service whether it's loan or mortgage that you have. So you won't feel it. I mean, yesterday somebody told me about a flat in London that they are paying 1,500 for a room. I was like, whoa, 1,500 pounds for a room. Another one, I mean, the young lady was telling me, she just bought her first house. She was telling me about the 2-bedroom flat she bought because it's in London. Like, London is, I keep telling you guys, it's crazily expensive. A room is 1,000 pounds a month to rent. I'm talking about shared accommodation, no, not a 1-bedroom flat or bed seat. No, shared accommodation that you are sharing. Maybe there's 2-bedroom or 3-bedroom there. So I think it's not even a thing about age. Lady Jaguar say you can get a living will in addition to a final will and testament. Yeah, a lot of our people are not comfortable with that discussion about will. Once you start talking about will, they will run. because they link it to somebody being deleted. Ah, they link it to being deleted, but I don't think it necessarily means that. It doesn't. If you have any property, you have any assets at all, any assets at all, anything that is worth something of value, mm, money in the bank, land, property, even jewelry, expensive jewelry. Some women have gold, they have diamonds. They have very, very expensive diamond rings, diamond necklaces, things like that. Anything of value. So, why are parents? Oh, Dr. Miriam, thank you so much for blessing me with that super chat. God bless you. I appreciate that. Please, so thank you so much. Happy Easter, my darling sis. You're always blessing me with good super chats. I appreciate you, Dr. Miriam. God bless you. We keep having these conversations about, people protecting themselves. You have to protect yourself. She's saying that what Oyindamola was saying, that if anything happens to her, like if she deletes, that Tunde will cash out and he will take the money to go and be lavishing on his new wife in Nigeria. Is it fair for somebody to be enjoying on the back of other people's suffering? That is why I don't like husband snatchers. I don't like boko boko people. I don't. Because I see them as women who have, you can say, oh, but and I know we usually harder on the man here. We're always talking about the men because it's the men that usually go after the women. Sometimes the women go after the men. But these women too they are heartless people. They have no empathy. They don't care. All they care about is their own, gain. What is the man bringing? He's giving them good money. They are living a lifestyle now. They are doing madam. You should go and see this woman's her Instagram. She said wife of, that's what she puts. Wife of put the name Tunde and the surname. CEO of company that you don't know where the money. I mean, I don't think people understand that. You might think that, oh, it's my husband's money, but it's not his money. It's his money, it's his family's money. Whatever he has belongs to him and his wife. It's their family's money. Thank you so much, Dr. Miran. She said, let me read that. She said, thank you, Auntie B and Obodo Farm. Your show and the entire Obodo Farm have helped me a lot. One day I will testify. Oh, I would love to hear that. Please. We've not had a testimony for a long time now. And my ears are always itching to hear. Anyhow, you're learning something here. Thank you. God bless you. You will continue to share that testimony from glory to glory. Thank you. Yeah, I don't like boko boko. I don't like boko boko people. And some of these Nigerian girls, they are merciless. They have no heart. So she was the one. You remember that the first time Oyindamola found out about the relationship, she was texting the man when they were in Dubai. Hmm? She was texting him that she said that in the text that anytime I see her, that her mind used to spoil. She's usually sad whenever she see the wife. Huh. And I went to read more about this story after we did the show. Because it was on GLB as well. I didn't realize. In fact, GLB, GLB, no cuckoo, they like all those kind of things. Yeah, Boko Boko is husband snatcher, Giselle. Boko Boko is husband snatcher. A husband snatcher is called Boko Boko. That's the Yoruba word for it. I found out that this woman called Bumi, oh my show, you are the one that went after somebody else's husband. You married him. Started living in their house, their family house in Nigeria. You started running businesses with him. But do you know that she had the guts to be trolling Oyinda Mola on social media? She was trolling, she and her friends were trolling Oyinda Mola on social media. Imagine the kind of courage that you will have to be trolling someone's legal wife. There was a chat that I saw where she was saying that she's so pained. She's pained. Then she took a picture. She took a screenshot of Indamola and said, "Look at her leg. Her leg. She was insulting her that she has crooked leg. She doesn't have straight legs. You see these girls, they don't fear God. They can do anything. That's why I believe they go to Babalawo. They go to anywhere. Hmm. Yes. But Patrick said the thought or ambition to cash out on your spouse's life insurance is pure evil and wickedness. Life is short. I mean, to avoid all this story about cashing out, whether it's the man that is cashing out or the woman, just put it on your children. And once you have adult children, let them be the beneficiary of your life insurance. Yeah, that's what I do. That's what I do. Everybody should put their children. If anything happens to me, this is for my children. So that it will cancel out that suspicion. Does my husband want to buy me? Does my wife want to buy me because of life insurance? Make the children the beneficiary. Yeah. She was trolling Oyindamola on social media. She and her friends. So GLB was like, if I hear bang from you again, if you ever come to her again. And when the heat came out, I think sometimes, you know how bullies are. Even with children in the playground, they are cowards. And all these boko women are usually cowards. You see this Bumi? Face to face, she can't open her mouth to talk. She has low self-esteem, and that's why she feels that she's not good enough to have her own husband, her own family. She needs to go after another woman's husband, right? Online, they will come and they will be like toothless bulldogs. But when finally Oyindamola had the courage to put this story out, she ran away from social media. She ran away from social media. She deleted, I think she deleted, I suspect that she deleted her page because people started looking for her. And Nigerians, another person matter. Now people they put for head. All the social media in-laws. In-laws came and said, oh, another Jude, this is another watermelon, let's go after her. They said she kept changing her username. She was changing anyone, and because Oyindamola tagged her, she didn't have the courage anymore. You are the one trolling somebody's legal wife. All these guys, they get mind though. They get mind. The kind of mind where they get not be natural mind, now wicked, evil, vindictive mind. Say you get mind when you know when they start, you don't know how their love story take begin. You don't know the man. These women are the architect of the cook soup. They picked the man up when he had nothing. Now you won't come the troll somebody when don't born ODD 3 children. You were not there in America when he was going for interviews, when she was fasting and praying. You were not there when there was no money to pay mortgage. You were not there when he was homeless. Now it's looking good. Now there's money. He's looking like a fine boy now with his bush village accents. You want to go and troll the wife with your friends? The audacity. So when Oyindamola now blew the story up now, that's when she now kept quiet. So that is how bullies are. When you take them on. I think the freedom she gave herself, I think that she'll be getting a lot of support since this story broke. Because remember, Kazim too, when Kazim married Messi Aigbe, right? And it became very public. That was the same thing for, Asiwaju got a lot of support. She got a lot of support because in this day and age, Nigerians are like, the world is moving on. People are breaking grounds in business, technology. I mean, look at today now you have car. We can drive a car today that is 100% electric. Electric. Now people, they sit down, they think this thing, no. They sit down, think am. Scientists go sit down, calculate am. So, but e be like say, for Nigeria, that's also relationship. Africa, that's also marriage. And relationship, na be una problem. So, social media people, they came for her. She's going to have it hot. Bumi, she will have it. Her face is everywhere now on social media. That wedding the so-called wedding that she did, that she was doing, they were doing hashtag. They were doing hashtag traveling to Dubai, living the best life on another woman's sorrow and sweat. Aha, the icing of the cake. Let me give you guys another info about this matter. Esther, your connection is not good. Check it and come back, please. Yeah, I can't add you. Bio, I see you. I'm coming. I'm sharing my link in the comment section, guys. Let me tell you guys what I saw when I was reading the story. After we did the show, I was reading the story on GLB. Somebody said they know Bumi, that this is not the first time she's doing this thing. Babe, you see her, this girl, she's done exactly the same thing to another man. That when she married the man had money. She was doing second wife. And the man packed her, started living with her. She was the one that wouldn't tell the man when to go home. The man was living in Nigeria. That the man, they wrecked him like he didn't have a dime anymore. And when he became broke, they kicked him out. They said the man had many cars. When they met, he was doing well. You know now, when soup done, and at that time they find second wife. Now they say the man is broke, trekking up and down now because he sold everything he had. That's what somebody said in the comment section. That this is her. This is how she operates. This is not the first man. So I feel sorry for Tunde. Or why am I even feeling sorry for him? Did he feel sorry for himself? No. He didn't feel sorry for himself. So we're talking about parents. We're looking at it from the angle of parents. African parents, are they doing enough? Or are they actually the ones that are supporting this behavior? Why do you think they lied? Even though they know the wife, they know the children, they knew that this guy is actively going to wreck his life with this thing that he's doing. Why did they lie to Indamola? Why did they keep it private? Why were they aiding and abetting this evil? Because to me, it's evil. I don't know how people see it, but it's definitely evil. 1 whole year of marriage, they kept it. She kept asking them. She would call them and ask them. The man would say, no, listen, no. Maje come back, maje come sorrow see off of Dalia road, they want to spoil it, they want to break your home, don't worry, it's a lie. There's no truth in it. They were covering evil. Why? Why are parents doing this? Why? Why are they doing this? Are they ashamed? After all, they were in the wedding. Or is it that they don't care? Or they think that they can do whatever they like and they will beg divorce? If it's Nigeria, they would have been begging Oyinda Mola not to divorce him. The whole family will gather. They will come and be begging. Ma binu, he's done it. They will now start quoting some miserable proverbs. All those kind of annoying proverbs that don't make sense. Why? Is it poverty? Some people say that it's because of poverty. Is it poverty? Is it because it's the one that is paying their bills? Is that why? I don't know. I want to know why. Why would parents do this? Okay, I'm taking calls now. Thank you very much, guys. Give us a thumbs up. All right. But Abio, how are you? Happy Easter. Unmute yourself.
Auntie B, happy Easter to you and happy Easter to the entire house.
Welcome, my brother. How buddy?
Good. Today is a good day.
We thank God.
So I want to first of all start by wishing everybody well. And as I pray for myself, I pray for everybody too, that the resurrection of Christ should resurrect every dead relationship in our life.
Amen.
So for this one, yes, again, this is very interesting. In fact, this should be this topic about overseas marriage, going back home to remarry and all that should even be our number one on this show, because it is something that is making a lot of people scared today, those that are married abroad,
Yeah.
People are beginning to see from such examples like this how human beings would have spent over a decade, sometimes 2 decades, sometimes 3 decades together, and found out that they lived with an household enemy.
Hmm.
The reason I'm saying this is because this case of this case of these two couples, it is very clear that there was nothing really happening, that the man had any reason to say he will go back home and take another wife,
Mm-hmm.
because we could see that even he was happy. He came back from, he was living a second life. He came from abroad back to the US, and he was well received in the airport. I don't know if
Mm-hmm.
you saw that video.
Yeah, we played
So
it in the first video. In the
thank
first,
you.
yeah, we played it here.
Yeah, so that shows that he was happy with his family here. But however, you know, our women, please, I keep saying it here every time, and I will still repeat it again, no matter how many times I say it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we are all not perfect, but the truth is, you can never know people unless they are in a position that they can really show themselves.
Hmm.
You see, that guy you are dating that is struggling, you don't know him yet.
Mm-hmm.
That man, that guy that needs you now, you don't know him yet. Anything you are doing, you can do it, but be very careful, because human being, once they come, greedy people, let me not say human being, once they have that ability, that is when you will know what they can do. Everybody in this man's family, they've been against this woman from the onset.
Hmm.
I'm telling you, do you know that parents are now greedy parents, oh, not all parents, are
Mm-hmm.
now enablers of mogopaths,
Mm-hmm.
and brothers and sisters are also enablers. An example is when you are getting married to somebody, look around the background.
Mm-hmm.
How is that family? Forget about, don't go and look family name, family, whatever. That's not what we're talking about. How do they treat their in laws even before you go there? How do they treat themselves? Because the parents of this guy, the brothers of this guy, they have been in connivance
Yes.
against this woman.
Yes. Yvette, thank you so much for that super chat. I appreciate you. God bless you.
Thank you, Event. So they are being strongly in connivance against
Hmm.
this woman. So this woman had strong household enemies around
Hmm.
her.
Hmm.
Strong one.
Yeah.
So today we are not just looking at the marriage itself. We are looking at how to identify household enemies. Because if they really like this woman in person, they were not an enemy. One person from that family would have risen up, even behind her, and tell the brother to his face and say, no, this woman have been with you. This woman have built with you. This woman is not even driving you away. Why are you doing this? Was there something? Was there an issue that he feel unhappy about, that the family had called this woman before now and discussed? To the best of our knowledge, none of that.
And
Because
it wasn't like a secret wedding, no. They did church wedding. That's the second wife wearing wedding gown. So it's
yes,
not like you can't say the family were not aware it was just a parlor party.
no,
They
I
did
know the
church
family was.
wedding.
Who said the family is not aware?
Hey.
I am saying that, is there anything that this woman, the wife in the US, is there anything that was wrong? There was nothing wrong to the best of our knowledge. We're not saying it's a smooth home, but there was no major issue, crisis,
Mm-hmm.
that she have ever had with this man, and the family was involved, and maybe they could not settle it, something like
Mm-hmm.
that, right?
Yes,
You know?
I think that's why the thing was so shocking to her. Babe. It
Yes,
can just
now.
happen because it's not like you know how if you're having issues and then something like this happens,
Right.
it will even make more sense to the woman that okay, we've been having
Yes.
issues.
And the
She says it's from nowhere.
nowhere. And the reason why the family, the mother was shameless. Sorry to say. Do you know why the family was shameless? You know, if this woman was actually not a good person, when she was calling the family to ask them this issue, I know how nasty some family could be. They would have said, is it now you are calling us this and that? But they couldn't say that. Their
Mm-hmm.
denial alone tells me and many others watching that this woman was actually
She was
nice to
good to
their
them.
family.
She was good to them. Yes.
You see,
Yes.
that's what I'm saying. Household enemies.
Yes.
Do you understand me? And to be, I am not, we all here, we have families, we have, whether married, whether single, we know the way our parents talk to us. See, when you come from a disciplined home, if you like, be the financial of that home,
They don't care.
your mother will tell you the
Mhm.
truth to your face.
Nigerian parents, hey, they would tell you, take your money and go.
See,
If you don't want to give us
Auntie
again.
B, God bless my mom. I'm not joking. She's not perfect, but I will tell you what she will tell. Sometimes she will tell me, I better go. You want marriage on, not do any. I don't support that one though. Am I making sense? You
Mm-hmm.
understand? So you have already known your parents' stand. Do you understand my point?
Mm-hmm.
We are not saying you should beat the child or throw the child away. There are things you can support. Like for instance, you today, you have kids that are growing up now. Very soon, they will start getting married.
Mm-hmm.
God
Mm-hmm.
forbid, one of your lovely boy might come home one day, do one kind, say, "Hey, stop this! Oh, I don't like oh, stay with your wife. I don't want to see you. Huh? What are you doing? Am I making sense?"
Mm-hmm.
So your son will already know that. My mama know they stop support bad thing. Oh, do you understand my point?
Of course. Of course.
So the truth is, this boy did not, he think this issue is just about dealing with the woman. He even came out to naked his own family and show that his family, sorry to say, they are disgraced and shameless family.
Uh-huh. Maybe they shame themselves now because they
That's
are
what I'm saying now. They've
as they are
shamed
trending,
themselves.
all of them are trending. They were trending seriously. Because
They've
like you
shamed
said,
themselves.
yeah, Bio, like you said, if they were a family that is disciplined, God rest my mother's soul. My
Hmm.
mother, all those kind of women.
Thank you.
You want to disgrace me?
Did he?
First, number one, they will advise you not to do it,
He?
and they will not attend the wedding.
They will
My
not follow you
mother will
there.
be the
Oh.
one that will call your wife at home, gone ash.
He?
The kind
My
of mother I
papa.
had, she will invite her to the wedding.
Hmm.
You will be shocked when you see
You
her
be
that day.
sure.
She goes, show
Which
up.
man
Oh.
you want to talk?
When they say if anybody have any reason why this marriage should not take place, you go just see your
Eh.
wife go appear. Now my mama invite and come
He?
say, Shebi you
Unless
say
you
you
know.
not listen to me. I swear now the kind mama will appear be
Yes,
that.
now.
She know
That's
the
what I'm
fear face.
saying.
Hmm.
And they still have the temerity, the prejudice to be saying, they are doing this. In fact, they were hating, they were such a shameless. God help us,
Amen.
prevent us from household enemy. And
Yes.
this would be parents that maybe they will calling the lady. Don't be surprised if this lady come on one and tell you some things she have bought for this her in-law. Oh, you will cry.
They come to the US now.
Thank
They
you.
come to the US. They come to visit.
She will pound yam for them. They will swallow the fufu. Household enemy. They'll come
Yes,
and
so
Auntie B.
yes, so in
You see
fact,
household enemy?
now Harry household enemy. This picture, you see this
Hmm.
picture. This was the parents' birthday,
Ah,
June 2022,
okay.
and that's not too far from when the wedding happened.
Happen. Eh?
It's not too far from when the wedding happened. So they knew all along he's been
Yeah.
dating this girl.
Hmm.
That's Tunde and the Oyinda Amola and the three children with the parents. That picture
Mm-hmm.
you are seeing. She said this is the parents where she posted this picture so that you can see that there
Eh,
was no problem in the family. They were close.
she was even massaging the dad's leg. Hey,
Uh,
household enemy. Your enemy
yes,
leg. Can you just imagine? No atom of love.
yeah.
A
And that
reasonable father will say, no, you can't do this to this, my daughter. She's also my daughter. How do we say it at the B when you marry? To be honest, to me, a reasonable father and mother, when you marry from their family, let's say I marry a woman, that woman's father and mother, I now see them as my own parents.
That's how it's supposed to be.
I'm
That's why
telling
we
you.
exchange parents in Nigeria. When we're married, don't we exchange parents? We
Yes,
exchange parents. My
I have
father-in-law is my
seen.
father. My mother-in-law is
Yes,
my mother.
yes. Do you understand? I have even seen parents that their in-law will even be, sorry to say, oh, will even become even closer to the wife than even the man self.
Absolutely,
I'm telling
absolutely.
you.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
the man will even become jealous. Eh? No be this one. You are massaging their neck. They are doing high for your back like this.
You see,
Eh.
you know what I see for the matter, Bill.
Yes.
Because poverty, na bad
Poverty.
thing. Na bad thing, poverty.
No. Auntie B, well, I will still say poverty, but let me say the truth. That's why
Wait
I agree
now.
poverty can enable it. But to
No,
say the
not be
truth,
just poverty. Oh. Not be
thank
just
you.
poverty. It's
It's just
poverty of this.
greediness
No,
of the
poverty of the
spirit.
spirit.
Okay.
Yes.
Ah,
Because some people, they're not. Someone like my mama. I go always use my mama. My
Papa
mama.
not get money like that
If
now.
I say
So
my mama strict, my papa even strict past my mama that year. He go tell you say to hell with you and your money,
thank
carry it
you.
and go. But you see some people now poverty of the spirit now
The
they get.
spirit.
So to them, they because of their again, what you talk Bill, greed.
Yes.
They look and say,
Greed.
now this person they give us money. Oh, if we talk now, we go feel withdraw the money and make we
Mm,
no go America again. So anything, any nonsense what they're picking they do, they go they
mm,
support them. They don't fit talk.
selfishness.
They go they support them.
Huh? They even want the second wife, because that second wife said, don't they buy material, go give them. I'm telling you. Woo.
Then they call them Bonvati, what do they call that? Bonvita and Milo, father-in-law and mother-in-law.
Bobita father-in-law.
Anywhere Bele face in-law, and them
Anywhere
be.
belle face. Eh?
If this same Tunde, this Tunde what you see so, Lori Buruku,
Bring
Alaye
another one.
Baje, if you bring another one, they go
They
collect
go
them.
still collect. Oh.
Now so,
So
they
if
go
I made
collect
the
them.
woman just come give them small thing, Bovita,
Don't
like
give
you
them
talk.
smart thing. They
Small
don't get
Bovita with me low.
now about principles. Honestly, BO is about principles. Some parents
Principle.
they get principles. They don't care whether they get money or not. Their
Eh.
principles is that no, you don't do this. This woman has been good to you. She was there for
Yes.
you. You grew together. You know, when you marry
Yes.
and you don't get anything, you don't do this
Eh.
on my watch. And if you insist on doing it because I cannot control you, you're a grown man, I wash my hands off it. I go
Auntie
wash my
B.
hands off it.
Auntie B, let me end on my own today on a note. It just it didn't even come to me as I was saying it now. It just came to an incident as a young man that rang in my head. Are you hearing me? You
Yes.
know. So this is a lesson for everybody to listen. One of my cousin, true life story. He married an Igbo lady. Somehow that man became wedding according to Nigeria level.
Mhm.
One day they were discussing about their marriage. There is somebody in the family meeting somewhere. I was a young boy. I was just sitting down there in the midst of his own late parents now. One word came out from my mom. He said, woman, when una pikin marry, even though you not do anything, now when you take marry and smith, they say, today, I don't want to talk what they do for go know it be for Benin. There is the highest also for Edo State. Everybody know him. He's a millionaire. Woman,
Yeah.
where he head good, where man take progress. No
Now,
be woman,
Grace.
where man the true way.
Yes.
I don't know if you understand my point. The
Yes.
woman did not be say they can say this is what the woman did, but being with somebody and you became successful, the star, your surrounding, why will you change it? It's like a team winning a match, and at
And
the end of the
you
day,
change the
you want to go
manager.
and change it.
You change the manager.
You
And
change the manager.
you see
It
all
doesn't
these
make
stories where
sense.
Bio, you see all the stories where they narrate since what they tell you about say they say Bumi don't marry one before. Eh? She carry
Uh,
her Olori Buruku go meet the man can't go down. A second wife, oh. She don't do second
uh,
wife before. You see, for that first show, you know they here that day. I talk plenty things. Some
yes.
women carry a level of grace.
Thank you.
That grace, when he meet with a man where they ambitious, where they are
Oh,
hardworking, everything goes all
you
begin
don't talk and
sweet.
finish.
everything go begin,
Yes.
everything go your blend. You
Yes.
understand? But
Yes.
when you can't decide, say, okay, I don't arrive. I don't
Mm.
need that grace again. Let me mess
Yes.
around with that grace of God. You can't go
Hmm.
carry Olori Buruku like this Bonisi.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. I see
Ediza.
somebody we know him before can't tell us, oh do say this one, he say don't wreck one man before.
Mm.
They say don't wreck one
You
man
see?
before. So make we dey look now. Make we see
You know,
how this thing
it,
go end. We
it's so
give them
sad.
na only 2 years I give them. Make I see
So,
how it go end.
people, we not even see, we not even care. All we know is that right now, we just hope that men, because this show is more about men to me, because nobody say women not they do, but let's be honest, 99% of the time, it is when it's men. Because be man, I make me they talk another lie now. Man, when man don't get something, 99% of the time, you know. Now we always they want change the game. Do you
Now,
understand? You
women, we
know,
like marriage now. We like marriage. We like,
So
especially
yeah,
marriage when you don't born children. You
yeah.
understand?
So
It is hard Nigerian woman to come out
yes,
for marriage. It's not an easy thing.
yes.
So when
So
that's why they respect women when they get, especially when DVD involved. When you feel come out,
right,
it takes a lot of
it
guts.
takes a lot.
Because
So that
they train us with marriage right from when we
yes,
were 10 years old.
yes. You know,
Marriage, marriage, now there's so for our head.
yeah, so that's why I'm trying to advise my fellow men, please, out there, as you are as you are listening to me, please. This is not a shading, nobody's shading anybody, nobody is trying to claim anything. The point here is that please let us be wise. Let us apply wisdom in whatever we are doing, please. You
Thank
know,
you.
all these women with their bakasi and all those things are temporary. Do you understand?
Pastor Shola talk and say if you marry because of Bakassi or
Not
you marry because of
temporary.
Peninsula, when the Peninsula flat, what
Eh?
you go do? When
No, it's
Peninsula don't dey
temporary.
again, what you go
Please,
do?
please. There are too many evil women out there looking for who to destroy. So they
Yes,
are not just destroying you, they are destroying your family. This one I just start. When the second wife come, competition don't come. Now so we do the other one the other day from second wife matter, picking the loss. You know what they're trying to tell you?
yes,
Picking all way again. So please,
yes,
men, let us do
yes,
our best. If you need to leave a woman for any reason and you know that you have tried your best, you don't want to be with her, please come clean. Come
yes,
clean. Don't act
yes.
like a snake.
Mhm.
Please. Don't act like a snake, a green snake under the green grass. Don't become a old enemy. Don't. Because I don't know how people do this thing. Because I personally, if I'm not happy with person, it's not a joke. Oh. If I'm not happy with you, me and no sleep for the same house for the same bed, sef.
Now
Because
that one they tell them now, just
eh,
end it. If you are not happy, end it. Tell and say, okay,
it,
corner. But you know what? No, they're not going to end up because this kind one like Tunde, so you won't go. You see, his wife now registered nurse now, so
eh,
you need them so
he
that in
won't do
case.
he won't do home and abroad match.
Oh yes, enough you end them. You
TB,
know end
man,
them.
let any other person talk here because many be there to talk, but because of
Thank
time,
you. Thank
thank
you.
you.
Bill, you know what? We can't love you less. You na man you be. You be man where be saying you be correct man. God bless you. You they tell us the truth and you they tell your brothers the truth. This is not about it's not we know they do a match where we say now versus women versus men. No. It's about men will look particular situation. Take a particular scenario, like this Oyinda Mola now and Tunde, analyze it, look at it, so that other people can learn. Because as we are talking now, we have 908 people watching. Give us a thumbs up. I know most of you will come and watch, and you will go. Some of you are not subscribers, but you still sneak here to come and watch. It's okay. If you live in the diaspora now, you are thinking, you are calculating, maybe you get small money. And that small money gets spirit too. How many of you know that? How many of you know that money has a spirit? There's a way that maybe the kind of money you never thought you would ever have before. In your wildest dreams, you never thought that, dollars. Now, me, they see dollars like this. You can't see that kind of money. That's why we need to constantly pray to God to give us a spirit of humility. You have to ask God for the spirit of discernment and humility, because when you can't give me that time money, that the money, the kind of money you never thought you would have, or you have access to it. If you live in the diaspora, every day, if your credit is good, they will be offering you loan. The other day, when they were doing election, when they were doing a presidential election, we just sat in the living room, we were watching match. I checked my phone, online banking. Next thing, they are offering me loan. I say, "Eh, these people, what kind of temptation is this now? Did I ask you for loan? Obodoyibo Bank, you don't need to ask them. They will offer you as long as your credit is good with them. Maybe you've taken, or you keep your good credit record. You're paying. They see that your salary is coming in. You are making money. You are paying your bill. They will be offering you money. And if it's the kind of money you've never seen before, you just sit down in your house one day. They'll tell you, come and take 100,000. Hey, Jesus. Jesus, your head go just katakpea. Emi no re Oluwa. You start dancing. If you are not careful, that money can lead you astray. Honestly, money has spirit. Oh, me, I believe it personally that there is a spirit behind money, especially some kind of money that you've never seen before in your life. People like me, I will not take calculator and be checking it. Pay. How much is it in naira? How many of you still do it? No matter how long you live abroad, I'm not ashamed to say it. I still check, and I check. Me, okay, times 927. How much is that in naira? I start planning in my head. What can that money do for me in naira? May God give us wisdom. May God give us wisdom. Honestly, money has a spirit. I believe it. I do believe it. Honestly, we got to be careful. We have to be careful. Okay. Fifi, welcome. I'm sharing my link, guys. If you want to say something, jump in because I'm not going to be long.
Hi, Auntie B.
Hello, sweetheart. How are you? Happy Easter.
Same to you. This is my first time calling. I've been following you for years now, but this is my first
Oh,
time calling.
welcome. This matter is important to you. That's why you came. Where are you joining us from, darling?
I'm in the UK.
Ah, welcome.
Yeah. So, why I called is because you're talking about in-laws, and my mom. You know, we've had like a couple of experiences in my mom's family, where
Right.
like our cousins, go about getting married to second wives and stuff like that. And
Mm-hmm.
my mom has always been the in-law that stands for the wives. Like I remember one of my cousins, my mom's cousin at the time, um the mother-in-law is this year Okobonfita, as they always
Mm.
call it, all these women that they're always after the wife that is bringing them something, or the lady
Belay
that is.
infrastructure. Mm-hmm.
Yes, you
Mm-hmm.
know, that one that is always doing mommy, mommy, the wife the lady that is bringing them things, buying them laces and all of that. So I remember this, my mommy's cousin, he did not have anything when he met his wife, nothing at all. Like he was extremely broke, and this lady's from a very wealthy family. So, they supported him to get himself together and everything. And the
Mm-hmm.
moment he started doing well, boom, it was all about, oh, I'm going to Abuja, I met a lady, blah, 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 going to get a new wife.
Mm-hmm.
And then the first wife ran to my mom, and my mom was like, she stood up to him and told him that this is absolute rubbish,
Yeah.
to his face. And while his
Mm-hmm.
mom was sitting down there, that you sit down there to
Mm-hmm.
chop, because of what you will eat, because
Mm-hmm.
of lace, because
Mm-hmm.
you're the one that you said she's rude to you. She does not respect you enough. She does not at least you know her. She's the devil, But then, because of what you will eat, because of lace, because of clothes, because of yes ma, ekpele ma, you will leave that one and then follow your son to go and marry. She said, no, me, I'm your closest family member that, are in the same age group. I will never ever step my foot at the wedding. I will not be there. And for the wife, I would always support you. I will stand by you. She was always there for the wife. And she told him, you will go, but you will still come back. And you will come back empty-handed. And he did. He went,
Mm. He
married.
went.
Yes, he married the lady. They lived, lavish life in Abuja there. He was doing shuttling back and forth. for me, where he's doing the right thing. I'm a Muslim, I can do whatever I like. Okay, it's fine. He went for like 4 years or so, 5 years,
Mhm.
came back empty-handed, and to be
He came
empty,
back empty-handed.
empty,
What
complete,
happened to all the money he took?
completely empty. Came back to the same first wife he left and abandoned with four
she
children.
she took him back.
Well, I don't know why, but I think she did took him back.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did took him back. But then, as we are all in-laws in one way,
Mm.
we all have cousins, we all have siblings that have tendencies, or possibly we have families that might want to do things like this. We should always stand up for the truth.
Mm.
My mom always stood up for the truth. I have a cousin, he beat his wife.
Mm-hmm.
My mom told the wife, then there was no even social media or anything. She told them, look for a nearest photography shop. Tell them, snap my face.
Mm-hmm.
I will send you money. Go to the nearest police station. Go and report him there.
Mm-hmm.
I will give you money to mobilize the police to go and arrest him. They arrested the guy and took him to the police station. She said, I will come to Lagos tomorrow. We will meet at the police station together. He said he does not want to have sense, Abi. He will have sense by force. They
Mm-hmm.
arrested him and locked him up for 2 days before she showed up.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we should always be the in-laws that our, sister-in-laws and daughter-in-laws will be proud that they have somebody that when things are looking like they don't have any support anywhere, there's somebody in that family that would
Mm.
always stand and speak for the truth, and it should be us.
Mm.
People on this platform, we should be those ones that would stand for the truth. And
Mm.
that's something I've learned from my mom. She would
Mm.
always stand for the truth. She
Yeah.
hates cheating women. She hates people maltreating women. She hates
Mm.
men cheating women. You
Mm.
cannot, you can't be with a man and work your ass off, and then at the end of the day, nothing to show for it. We should always
Mm.
be those in-laws that, I mean, I can imagine me having my mom as as my in-law. Somehow, I mean, I know that
You'll be
even if things
secured.
goes out, there's somebody
Yes.
there
You'll be
that would
secured. You
tell
know
me,
that
that
she will
will
speak
hint
the
me.
truth. Mm-hmm.
Exactly, that will speak to the truth. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank
That's
you, Auntie B.
fantastic.
Thank you for all that you do. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Thank
my
you for all
darling.
the things that you
I
do for us. We are
appreciate
grateful.
you.
I've introducing people to your platform. I mean,
Is
you
that a
know,
baby? I'm hearing a baby cooing in the background. How old
yes,
is
my
he or she?
she's 11 months old.
Oh my goodness. I've not carried a baby that young in a long time. Oh, God bless her. Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you, Auntie B.
Thanks for calling, my darling. Happy
Yeah,
Easter.
yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, we have women, we have men and women like that. It's about principles. Some people, no, they don't, they like Fifi's mother, they are like that. Those are the advocates. They call them advocates. There are some people, they cannot stand injustice. I don't need to know you. I go carry the matter for my head, like who they say buff buff. It's in my DNA, it's in my nature. And that's how my mom was. I inherited it from her. People they inherit things. Now what me go inherit be that. So they carry people matter for head. That's why we are here. Okay. Now so they carry people matter. I can't tell you the number of people my mom fought. All that they were treating their wives badly. They did this, did. I remember this, my particular uncle. That one, she and my mom, they were fighting to a start. Like she constantly had problem with him. Because if you know, say back in the day now, they will go and marry 2 wives, 3 wives. This is a jobless person that don't even have anything to feed them. Oh. And then out of the 3 wives, you now take one that this is my preferred wife, this is my best wife. You start maltreating the other ones. You don't care about their children, you don't give them feeding money, you don't take care of them. My mom, that woman, may God rest her soul. She will carry her upon herself. She will not only be providing for the ones that she perceived that they are being cheated. She will take it upon herself to be fighting the husband. Hey, why are you doing this? If you know you're not man enough, why did you decide to join? You see your mates marrying 2 wives, you two want to go and marry. So people are like that, advocates. But I think parents should despite poverty, or he's the one that is giving you money for food, is the one that is doing this and doing that for you. You know, when you have integrity, you are respected. People respect that. When you are an honest person and you have integrity, even if everybody around you is doing the wrong thing, you dare to be a difference. But no, all of you are saying this because you are Bella infrastructure, because of what you are gaining from this person. But let's tell the person the truth. Those kind of people, yeah, they are rare, but they do exist. I think parents need to do better. As much as we love our children, let's not love them to destruction. Let's not love them when they are doing bad and you support them. You keep supporting them irrespective of their behavior. I don't think that's right. Queen of Sheba said, my father's brother wanted to marry a second wife. All the family members didn't support him and never accepted the child he had with the side hen. When the child, when the child died, he was asking us to cry with him. Wow. Now, wow, that's sad. Bio says, stomach infrastructure family. Yeah. Some people, even if they no get, even if they are not rich, they don't do stomach. That stomach infrastructure thing, I don't even think it's about what you have or what you don't have. I don't think it's about whether you are poor or rich. It's about your principles and values. What is important to you? Some people, they will rather starve than stand for what is wrong. It's about their principle. They will tell you, no, don't give me that thing that you have to give me. Keep it. I don't want it. But they will stand for the truth. Cooking with Grandma Ochi said, what goes around comes around. Yeah, that's just what it is. Don't support things that I always think about long term. Will I be able to sustain this? If I support you now to go and do this thing, in 5 years, will I still be supporting you? So when you support somebody to do something that your conscience or your values does not align with, are you going to be able to sustain that support? I don't know why. I think it's a weakness of character. Yeah, sometimes it's a weakness. Some people are just weak in their character like that, and they cannot stand up. Uh, they cannot stand up for what they think is right, or maybe they don't just know what is right or wrong. Their values. I mean, we can't believe that everybody's value aligns with our own, right? No. Maybe to them, they don't see it as a big deal. After all, Tunde has arrived now. He's a big man now. Abi, he lives in America. He's earning big money. So he can do whatever he likes, right? So maybe that's their family values. It's possible. Yeah. One mommy. Hello, my brother. I was just about to end. Welcome.
Good evening, Auntie B.
Happy Easter. Oh. I saw the song you sent to me. Oh, congratulations. I didn't know you're a musician. Oh, you sing?
Yes, I do sing. Yeah,
Ah,
it's one of
congrats.
my
I'm going
hobbies.
to play it. Oh. I will play it and listen to it. We'll even use it here. Wow. Well done.
Thank you very much. I greet,
Welcome.
I greet everybody. Happy Easter to those who are celebrating Easter. So, Sister B, my own take here is I really don't see anything bad in an in-law looking for a man that has money. What I will say is when it's full of greediness,
I
when they
don't
demand
understand.
too much.
What do you mean? I didn't understand the first thing. An in-law looking for, what do you mean?
You know, that is, if, for example, if I want my daughter to get married,
Yes.
if I prefer someone who is richer, so that I
Yes.
can be getting some money. I don't see anything wrong in it. That's what I mean.
What if the person is married? Does that change what you want?
Okay, already married.
Yes.
It depends. And if you know, how am I going to put it now? If the person is married,
Mm.
and I'm aware,
Mm.
or if I'm not aware, but if I'm aware, I will say, I'll try to inquire if the first wife is aware of it.
Okay.
If she's aware, then I have nothing against. If my daughter likes it, I have nothing
Mm.
against it.
Right.
So
So you are okay with polygamy as long as the first wife is aware of it and your daughter wants the man.
I'm not okay with it, but sometimes if my daughter is in love, if you want to force somebody who is in love to go out of the love, sometimes it's always not possible. You can make that person, yes, to do something that he or she doesn't want to do. I'm
Okay.
not going to support polygamy,
Okay.
but
What if it's, let me ask you this though, before you get to the next point. I know you want to say something more. What if your daughter is married? Yeah.
mhm.
And I don't know if you have a daughter. I know you have 4 sons, but I don't know if
No,
you
no,
have a
I
daughter.
have. I actually have 3 sons and 1 daughter.
Okay, good. So you have a daughter. What if your daughter was married and the husband wants to take another wife? Would you still maintain the same principles?
Yeah, the question goes to my daughter. Is my daughter aware, and is she okay with it?
Okay.
If she is okay with it, I'm okay with it.
Okay. So it's up to the adults involved. If the
Yes,
adults are okay and the first wife is happy, you are okay with it.
yes,
Okay.
that's
All
my own
right.
thing.
Okay. I can live with
Then,
that.
yeah, I can live with it. And my
Mm-hmm.
second point is, like I said, if somebody, we must come across these scenarios always. Either a man deceiving a woman or a woman deceiving a man. That shouldn't stop us from picking up and continue. It must be there. It is there.
Well, mommy, I'm lost. I don't understand your second point again.
Okay.
Explain it.
All right. What I mean is, how do I put it? This kind of thing that happened. Sometimes some men will not get the consent of their wife. They go and marry somewhere else.
Yes.
Sometimes, vice versa, the woman will do the same thing, or some kind of between in the family. So what I mean is that this kind of thing will be happening, whether we like it or not. So what I'm trying to say, whoever it come across to his family to try and settle it and move on. That's what I mean. You understand what I mean now?
No, I don't. Actually, I don't. I'm lost. I'm like a lot of people. I'm lost. I don't know what you're trying to say.
Okay, let me come again.
Try.
Like this,
Just try and take it slowly.
okay, like this situation now, this man going to marry without the consent of the wife.
Yes.
It has happened.
Yes.
They should settle it somehow and go beyond it and move on. That's
How
what
would
I
they
mean.
settle it? How do you think, in your own understanding, do you think they should settle it?
Whichever way they settle it, because it is a problem that you brought to yourself. They might
Hmm.
settle. They might settle. Say, okay, let's manage it that way. They might settle. No, I don't want it. Let everyone go his way. Either way.
Okay. Either way, they should shall settle it and move on.
Yes, because problem must be there. It must be coming. That's what I mean.
So, I mean, the vibe that a lot of people are, you are very popular on this platform. People like you. People know you, one mommy. I'm glad you changed your name to one mommy, because we already know you. So, no matter what you use, we know it's you. And a lot of people in the comment section are saying you are supporting polygamy with your comments. Are they wrong?
Yeah, please, first of all, thank you. It is you that gave me that name. I love that name so much. Thank you very much for giving me that name.
I gave you that name because you were calling your ex-wife one mommy.
Yes, it's a good name. I love it. Thank you. So, to the
Mm-hmm.
question,
Mm.
like I said now, I'm not supporting polygamy. What I'm trying to bring out is when that love, somebody who says, I want to marry this person,
Yes.
and you are trying to deprive him or her,
Yes.
it's not a good thing. That's what I'm trying to say.
So you are saying, as a parent, if your child wants to go into polygamy, as long as all the parties involved agree, that you don't have a problem with it.
That is what I'm trying to express. I'm not for polygamy. But
No, no,
when this type of
that's
thing comes,
exactly what it means to support polygamy. You are supporting polygamy.
okay, let me ask you, Sister B. Okay, now when you force your daughter or your
Mm,
son out of
mm.
that love, and
Which
he goes
love?
and buy
Which love?
no, no, no,
One
because
mommy. Which love? My daughter will say a married man.
okay, no,
And say it's a married man she wants to love. God will punish that kind of love.
let me use my daughter, for example, my
Uh-huh.
own daughter.
Uh-huh.
So I extract her out from that place, and tomorrow she goes and commits and by herself. I wrote a letter. is because my dad make me to refuse me to marry the person I love to marry. And
I
what
want to
would you have
believe
to
that
say?
you trained your daughter better than that to have better values in relationship than going to fall in love with a married man. What can he in Yoruba say? What is the journey together of a Oloja Atasinwi? Like market woman and Chris Bessie, waiting join them together. Waiting
But
won't
people,
bring them together.
but people are doing it. It is out there. Can you understand me? It is out there.
Yes, but we are talking about you. You are talking as a parent now.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
we are talking about parents now. You are saying that if your child wants to go into polygamy, as long as all the parties agree that you will support it, there's nothing wrong in it. So it means that you are supporting polygamy. And I'm not saying that's a wrong thing. But you are saying you are not supporting polygamy. So I'm trying to correct that.
I am not, because it's polygamy. It's not
But you
an
just
easy
supported
thing.
polygamy now. You just said as long as they agree.
Yeah,
That is
but
what it means.
I'm saying it to you, Sister B, that I'm not supporting it. I've given you a reason why I will allow it. I'm not supporting it. That's a reason.
One mommy.
There's a reason.
One
You
mommy,
understand?
you know I like you. I
Hello?
like you. You know I like you. You are my
I've
friend.
lost you again.
One mommy, can you hear me? Hello?
Hello? Sister B,
One, yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
I
One
can't hear
mommy,
you again.
you are getting very unpopular tonight because your analysis is you are not I don't know, you're not
Hello?
okay, I'm gonna add you again.
All
Hold
right.
on. Hold on. One mommy, can you hear me? He's not hearing me anymore. Okay.
Hello, Sister B. I can't hear you
I'm
again.
hearing you. I'm hearing you. I don't know why you can't hear me. Come back again. Collect your thoughts and come back. One mommy.
All right.
Collect your thoughts because the comment section is on fire. People are so upset now. One mommy, you are very popular here. Now you know why did you do this to yourself? One mommy. Guys, please take it easy on one mommy. Today is Easter. One mommy is our friend, please. I like him. Chinya said, one mommy's analysis is not analysis. It's not analysis. The analysis, he's confused with the analysis. Say, if my daughter, what is your daughter looking for a married man for? Obodo children don't even think. I don't know about your daughter, but my daughter will not even look at a man that is more than 2, 3 years older than her. She said, no, he's an uncle. That's what they call them. They say he's an uncle. They want to date people who are of the same age with them. They are not like us growing up that 10 years, 15 years. You come and see one baba that say they want to come. Obodo Igbo children, are you kidding? What's their problem? They've gone to school, they got their certificate, they got their jobs, they got their life. Why would they need to go and marry baba? Or marry somebody that is much older as a second? I don't understand. One mommy. One mommy. You're gonna make me dislike you. Oh. You know I like you. Oh. Blessing, welcome. Bio has come back to the studio. Bio is angry now. Oh my God. Blessing, unmute yourself, darling. Oh. Hello, Blessing. Can you hear me? You're muted. Somebody said supporting something and even giving consent to it.
Hello.
Hi, Blessing. Can you hear me? Ah, that was funny. He always
Yes,
makes
ma.
me
Good
laugh. That's why I
evening.
like
How
him.
are you? Happy Easter.
Happy Easter, my
Happy
darling.
Easter.
Welcome. Hello, sweetie. How are you?
Thank you. It's, it's been a long time. Thank you so
Yes, my
much. Happy
dear.
Easter.
Same to you. Go
Yeah,
ahead, my dear.
yeah. I heard the story you shared was 2 days ago, and then the update today. So I would say
Yes.
why some mothers are behaving like that is
Mm-hmm.
because I would say from my own experience, what happened, the reason I left, my case, like you advised me then to go for counseling,
Yes.
but I looked at the family. Their first son got married and he had 4 kids, and then when the first wife was having the second baby, he dumped her with their mother and then said he's going for a business trip in Abuja. And there he got married to another woman. And the first wife was still with the mother. The first son was bringing the second wife to the mother in the market. He would travel all the way to another state where the mother lives. And the first wife did not know. So he was living with that second one and then visiting the mom to keep getting the first one pregnant until she had four. So it was what I saw in the family and with the way the mother treated the first wife that made me look at their family and I'm like, these people do not stand, they don't have principles. Like they can treat anyone anyhow because it's not their sibling. So that was the main reason I said, I can't stay here and I
Right.
left.
Right.
So women should learn how to be firm and have a standpoint in their words. Like if I say no, let my no be no. Because there is an Igbo adage that says, okula kaliam, like a man, you can plant an okra. You know, okra tree grows and it goes longer. And you said, oh, it has overgrown me. Therefore, I cannot reap the fruit. That is a lie. That if it gets too long, what you should do is you bend the okra tree and you cut off whatever you want to cut off from the tree because you are the one who planted it. So you give birth to a child and you have no control over my child is a lie. If you cannot do anything to the person because the person is an adult, you should at least be truthful. Is either you go to the wife to tell the wife this is what is happening, because with what I have seen in my life, my grandmother is in her 80s. I have seen the daughter-in-law. She has got 8 children. I have got 5 uncles and 3 aunties. I have seen my grandma when the wives are having issues with their husband. My grandma would be the one who would say to them, about 3 of my uncles I have experienced, he would say to them, if you cannot sort this issue out with your wife, don't ever bring me anything. I want to die of hunger. Don't look after me. So women should learn how to stand. And if you are saying, oh, my child is now overgrown me, is a lie. Have a standpoint so they know my mom stands for justice and I won't do wrong to my wife. And the second thing is to be good. Treat everyone. When your child marries somebody, see them as your own. Don't treat them differently from your kids. So my mom-in-law did it. I learned from her that it is not good. In the long run, she fell out with the first son. And he allowed her to suffer because he knows my mom does not tell me the truth. If you're doing that and you're calling it love, it's not love. On the long run, they are going to hurt you who supported them to do that evil.
Right.
And to women who are already married into that situation, if you see tendencies in your partner that he's going to do such a thing, and maybe you're already in there, you've gone far, you've got lots of kids. What this lady did, I really love that she, at the end of the thing, she's saying, I'm divorcing him. But if you are the type, you feel like you cannot divorce the man for your own peace of mind, do not sit there and you keep crying. Build yourself. There are some women, like I can tell you, like most people in Nigeria, they're in the marriage just to assume the title, but it doesn't mean they are happy. They are there and they have finally given themselves the conclusion, I'm going to be here and I'm going to build myself. I will just pretend this man is not here and I will keep building to be the best mom my kids have ever made, I've ever seen. So if you're a woman, value yourself, just live for your own mental health. But if you're going to be there, don't be there and then you'll be checking the phone, you're killing yourself. build yourself. And if you can make it to build yourself financially, do that. But the best thing is for you to leave.
All right. Thank you so much, Blessing, for calling us. I appreciate you. Have a Merry Easter. So somebody in the comment section, Linda, I don't know if you are new here. I'm just seeing you for the first time. We don't do that here. Please, I beg you in the name of God, don't bring that here. I don't take that. One mommy is a very close friend. We supported him so much here. So don't come here and bring it that. Today is his start day. Don't let me unleash on you, please. His connection got bad and it happens very frequently here. I didn't cut him off. All right. He's my friend. I usually support him. I'm the one I'm always advocating for him. We were having a conversation. I wasn't even hard on him. So what are you talking about that he was bullied out of the studio? You could just talk. Some of you, King Bronu, you don't think, you just talk. Now, wow. Oh my God. What's it done? We don't talk just now when they say they bully one mommy. One mommy that will, do you even know him? You know his
No man,
story.
no man, that one, that one,
You
no
know
way.
his story. You know one
Wait,
mommy.
it's just a comment. That one I can't. That Mugo Park woman, I be that. What you say be an Linda? I be what you do.
You don't even know one mommy. We want to know
Mm,
one mommy. We know and reach out as we there. So now you won't
yes,
come to talk.
yes.
Yo, you
I
come
thought.
back when one mommy they talk. I don't know what's happened to a connection.
No,
I just
what make me come back big say it be like say one more me not follow this topic from beginning. Oh, may I tell you the truth? You understand?
eh
Yes.
eh
To be honest, is sometimes that is why if me join show half, I dey
eh.
dey careful. I don't dey like to comment, but I can still talk. You understand? So I believe because the way the 2 points when they give, they're not aligned with the topic. If that makes
No,
sense.
no, it does. It align with the topic.
No,
It's
the
just that
first one did not align anti-bill.
he
You know.
say in talk say if all the parties are in
Uh-huh.
agreement, say there's
Which
nothing
we
wrong
know
in
that
it.
is never possible now. You
Eh.
understand? We know that that is not possible. So he
Hmm.
shouldn't bring it on this one. Do you
Eh, mommy
understand?
sing song go. He sing song. He sang me the song. He said Auntie B. He said
He's
that
a
the
better
song be this.
musician. According to Oluyemi, he say he career day for music, not before.
More na listen to the song because of now video self oh. What mommy do
Now
video?
video. I
Sure.
remember I play a song, go move with dance
Sure.
more for Easter.
What
One mommy, we are promoting your music today on the photo. Now what person now?
Oh, okay, sorry. I didn't know. Eh? What mommy do video? Like by me. Okay, wait.
Seriously.
I wish I fit put am for studio more and see one mommy.
Why they do that one?
Make I
Make I
put
dey-
am. They talk, make I put am.
one
Be
mommy, one one mommy, but you punish her. Later when you watch this one, you go need to reach out to me because that word that you talk make me laugh. You say, now money,
eh,
money. See, money not be everything, my brother. You don't understand? You see,
eh.
when person want marry, we all don't come this abroad. That's why I first ask, say whether he did Nigeria or something. Because if why I tell this thing be say, you see, I thank God for life, Auntie B. If there is anything when I don't gain for travel, when I don't travel, be say, I know they worship money. I just believe that money
Wetin be
can be
money?
made.
Wetin be
You
money?
understand? So that idea of say, if my daughter bring a very rich man, please, all those ones now, all the days idea. You understand me, my brother? So just take that out of your mind. And two, I know that yes, nobody says you should force anybody. If that's why I say not follow the top. If you really dey follow them, you go even hear where they talk say our parents, even if they don't fit stop you, they'll say, I know they follow you, go that one. That's all. I don't support you. Make your stand known and let your daughter or your son know your stand. Say, I'm not in support of this thing for so reason. That is it. So one mommy, I beg, reduce money, this money, this money where you dey see so. As they come to marry your daughter for second wife, now so they'll still come call you now to come the third wife on. Now so that I will come the fourth one on. You understand? At the end of the day, the money will be useless. The previous scholar before now said something very important. He said the women, she watched the family of her own husband people. He watched their character.
Nothing
She
I not
was
to beg am. That person way call so. Nothing I not to beg am to make you no leave the man. No.
no, she
I
not
beg,
anything now. She
she
don't sit
come this
somewhere they
show. I
come.
beg her.
Yes,
I said no. I said the man a good man. You see,
right.
when people want to dey talk my matter, when they talk my matter,
Mm.
they go dey talk say I dey advise women to leave marriage. But you see that lady where just
They
called
don't
this
know
man. I
anything.
actually tell her. I say this
Yes,
man not be bad man. And the issue, the main issue where she get,
yes,
Leo, you're not gonna remember her story. The main issue when she get
yes.
blessing. Now Nigeria, they from now imported wife she be.
You
The
see,
man deceive her. Come here, she can go
that
hospital.
is 419
Go do
marriage.
go do IVF without her
You see, huh?
knowledge. Now wait till make her leave the marriage. I beg and tire. I say make she
Mm-hmm.
stay. She say lie. So she know now she get very strong will.
Right.
You not
You
talk
know,
anything. Now the thing when the man do be that he say he
like
like her.
intelligent girl, Auntie B, to be honest, too.
I
That
also see
girl,
one mommy video. This is one mommy's video. He say make I share am with you. Now send am to me. I never get chance to listen to them
I
well
bet play
before.
more dance more. Now he start.
Hello, guys. Christ has risen. Let us sing this song and praise his name. Let's go.
I see him live today. Oh, he's our friend, though. Yo, oh my God. Why mommy serious, oh? So, the man at the dance. Are you dancing? Bio, I also you the dance. So, see moves.
I dey dance, oh, I dey dance for you. Oh.
He has done it for me. He has done it for you. Yehoshua has done it for us all. What you making not do?
You can actually sing.
He will do it again.
It's like karaoke.
Again. What you making not do? He has done it for me.
One mommy can sing, oh.
Done it for you.
You should promote one mommy's music,
Yehoshua
oh.
has done it for us all.
Yehoshua.
What you making not do?
Yeah.
One face like Felicity Party they do that year, oh.
Yeah.
He walked on the sea. He came and died for you and me. He has done it all. What you gotta do? Long luck, good luck, good luck. He has done it for me.
Everything about him makes me
He
laugh.
has
I don't know
done
why.
it for you.
One mommy, give them. Show
Yehoshua
them.
has done it for us all.
I'm calling him even on WhatsApp. It's really
What
not
you
going through.
making not do? He will do it again.
Well done.
He
Should we stop
will
it?
do it
Nice one, nice one.
Nice one.
Nice one, oh. Very sweet gospel music, oh.
Oh my God. One mommy. One mommy sabi sing, oh. That was quite good music.
One moment,
And I
is it
Islam
the
music. I
is
don't
it
even know
the
say religious rich like this. So I don't know say associate pastor.
you see it now
See this
Christian
kind
music,
thing.
oh.
Now Christian music, now
Yes,
Easter
man.
resurrection music.
Yes, man. Say Jesus
Well
walk on the
done.
sea.
He said walk on the seas, done it for him.
Yes.
Chai, one mommy,
See.
be like saying phone. I don't know what happened to his phone. I they call him even on WhatsApp. But it's
Now
not going
UK
through.
day or where?
No, he's in Germany.
Oh, okay, good.
Now Germany,
One
now our
mommy,
brother
one.
dey.
Don't worry,
One
Auntie B.
mommy.
When you reach out to her next time, we go do advert for
Yes, we
a
need to come
music
and
so that
promote this music. He's
we'll go
our
and
brother
hit
here.
the
We
like.
disagree with him on his stand on polygamy, but you see the thing that made me laugh in the whole thing. He say he no agree, say polygamy no good, but The example he was giving us is actually supporting polygamy. So
Yeah.
that's what I was trying to say. I
Especially
don't
when,
understand.
yeah, especially when he reference, because you're trying to help him. Even when he referenced his own daughter, I was no, he didn't get it right
He
there.
say no.
You
What I was
know,
saying, he say, what if your daughter? He say if you fall in love with man, say he go
yeah.
support her as long as the first wife know.
As far as
So
the
now
first
say
wife
okay,
agree.
as long as the first wife know and agree. So all the parties if they
Oh,
agree, he go
okay.
support. So I said that means you support polygamy. He say no, but
Mm,
that's the same thing now, isn't it? The same.
mm.
It's one and
But
the same thing. Mm.
if we really say, as far as the daughter agree and the
Yeah, and the
wife
first wife.
prophet agree, which I
Yeah.
know that it is rare. But if he say that one, he got a valid point there, Auntie Bio, because here's the thing: we are talking about justice, right? And we are talking about marital vow, right?
Yes.
So what we are talking about here is that if the all parties involved, do you understand? Actually
Yes, if they
agree.
are,
And to be
that's why I was not quarreling with him because he made I could live with
yes,
that. I said I can live with it because he made a point that if all the parties agree that he's okay with it.
and to be see, I know you have lived longer in this on this earth than me because you're older than me, but let me tell you something. Things are happening, when you yell some things, if you don't experience it, you go shock. I went for housewarming yesterday. If I won't call him a friend because it's not really my friend, somebody I knew in this Charlotte, yeah, left his wife at home with with two children, girls, plus even your mama went to Nigeria, married in Nigeria, impregnate one girl for Abuja, came back. Now he left again for the baby where they don't born for Abuja. He came back. Guess what?
Mm,
Yesterday was the first time we met because we have mutual friends in a party. Him and his wife, even after the wife, they complain saying so, they dance, they give each other a and front. Why am I
and
trying to
so
tell you this?
and so
People will still be people. So one mommy has valid points in that particular statement. That's what I'm saying. If a woman that is married to a man follow the husband come to me, God, it should not happen to me because I don't want my daughter to marry into
make we not go
polygamy.
there, Bill. Let's
Thank
leave
you.
that. Mm.
Yes, let's
I
just
want to
leave there.
believe that we are raising our children better
Children against
to do that
polygamy.
nonsense. No, no,
How
no, no,
can
no, no. Not in this day and age.
you
Our
know?
children, no, 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 no. Come
Yeah,
on.
but if
No,
that
no, no.
become the case for him, like he said, he has a point there, to be
The
honest.
daughter way they talk about now mixed race. So now you both mama. Oh. Now you want fall in love with married. I say
With
make you
a
leave that
married
matter.
person.
I
You
beg leave that
understand?
matter.
You
Mm.
know?
Thank you, Bio. Make
All
I
right.
take your coffee break. You do
All
well,
right,
Bio, for
Auntie
coming.
B.
I mean, when one mommy they talk, people for comment section don't they like, what's the one mommy say? No, I mean, that's not what we want for our children. God forbid. Never. Mm-mm. We pray for our children. We cover them with the blood of Jesus and we cover their marriages. They will marry. They will be happy. Their marriages will last. They will not marry somebody's husband. They will not marry somebody's wife. No, 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 no. I beg parents, if your parents, even if your child is one, start praying for their future spouses. Oh, it's not their portion. No. Which kind love be that? Which mumu love be that? Ọlọ́run ò ní jẹ́ ká rírú ẹ̀. God forbid. Yes, I think Bonchance, you got it. He didn't know. He denied. He said he wasn't supporting polygamy, but he was actually doing it. Yeah, he was actually doing it. I tried to explain it to him, but I don't. I think he got lost trying to explain it. But he's our brother. We love him, and sometimes we agree to disagree. Yeah. Your coffee break. Let's bring the show to a closing. I want to end. Welcome. Unmute yourself, please. Hello, can you hear me? Your coffee break? You're muted.
Hello, Auntie.
Hello, happy Easter.
Happy Easter, ma. Oh, wow. I said I have to call in today because this my brother. Hmm? He must have a family member that will call him. I'm from Ogbomoso.
Oh, really? Do
I
you
am
have?
from,
Do you know him?
I don't know him, but that
Mm.
is not strange. That is typical. What the parents did is typical. I see that even in my family. So
Really?
it's typical. So I always tell people, and that's one thing I want everybody to take home today. Your in-laws, even if they are pastors, even if they're angels, they are not your friend. Never. If I am your in-law, don't take me as your best friend. I am your in-law. Your
Hmm.
husband is your husband. Your wife is your wife. Your wife is not your mother.
Hmm.
Your husband is not your father. You have a father. The
Hmm.
same thing with your in-laws. Your in-laws are your in-laws. This
Hmm.
is typical with my people. This is
Why?
not
Why is
strange.
it so common amongst your people, though?
I
Why? Why
don't
do you
know.
think?
It's just the culture. If they laugh with you today, this is what I see in my family. I'm talking about I lived there with my dad for a while. So I know the culture very well.
Hmm.
I have had a family member say to the person we went to marry this woman, and the mother-in-law, when the problem started, in fact, the mother-in-law said, which is my aunt, said, "Oh, what is wrong with her? They've been covering this person for a long time and say, see, I circumcised my son not only because of you."
Yeah.
So they 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 will know of the different wives, not even one. So this thing is not strange. It's strange to everybody. It's not strange to me. See, my cousin, very good cousin of mine, a couple of years ago, was doing the same thing, started dating. This married is even, she was once married too. I'm telling you, my aunts, they've already embraced my everybody. They were putting a picture on Facebook. They're calling her Olori already. I
Hmm.
didn't know. When the wife reached out to me and said, Elemiti Daruo, this and this is going on, she was just crying and said, and this, I know this, my cousin is a very good guy, but
Hmm.
he also got lost in that culture.
Hmm.
He's a very good guy that I will not even in 100 years ever imagine that
He will
he
do
will
that.
even do that.
Yes.
So I was so disappointed. I called some of my sisters that I know that we have the same value, and I said, I'm telling you, my own aunt, that is her mother, they've already supported, have already carrying this all our pictures on Facebook.
Is it that because the same thing happened to these women? Is that why they don't see anything wrong in it? Do
But
you
they
think that's part of
know,
the problem?
but Auntie B, they know the pain and hurt that they went through. And
Exactly.
don't say because, oh, I married a Mongo Park, then every woman must experience my pain.
And one
No,
reason why you should have empathy for people,
exactly.
for other women, yeah.
Exactly. I thank God today that they're together because we came to that rescue. We quickly, and I asked all of them to back off.
So
To
what did
back
you
off.
do?
I called. Oh, I was so frank. I called, was screaming on the phone,
Hmm.
was
You called
screaming
your
on
cousin.
him. Yeah,
Hmm.
on the
Hmm.
phone. Then I
Hmm.
called all other cousins that I know we are on the same page. And I
Yes.
said, this must not happen. And Auntie B, let me tell you something.
Hmm.
For every action, there is consequence for every action.
Of course. Of
You
course.
see, my people, we have experienced all our uncles that did it. Auntie B, they ended up in a very miserable way.
Not
Not
today.
one, not, and I'm like, so,
That's why I tell
so
brothers, we are trying to help you. Don't think we are your enemies. We're actually trying to we are trying to save you from the doom that is ahead. Because in Eti Jeffo, you can't see it. You
I
can't
said,
see.
ṣé gbogbo nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní family wa yìí kò tí yẹ kẹ́ ẹ gbọ́n ni? You guys,
Hmm.
you've not learned from this?
Hmm.
Auntie B, me and this my other cousins, on our own, that this one must not happen to this one.
Hmm.
We prayed, fasted. We are the one. Actually, we told the wife, I said, you just be dressing nice. For
Hmm.
you, be dressing nice, be presentable. I said, what I'm telling you to take. I said, I can't take it. I said, but you have to cover our shame. I'm being biased now. I said, he's a good guy. I grew up with him. We were brought
Yeah.
up together.
Yeah, I mean,
He's
it
a
doesn't
good
necessarily
guy.
mean that they are bad. Like you said, it doesn't mean because somebody marries a second wife doesn't mean that they are bad people. They are just maybe they are not loyal. They don't have integrity, or again, they are a victim of their culture.
Exactly. Auntie B, let me tell you something in my culture. discipline is not taught to our boys.
Hmm.
I remember growing up with him, he was never taught discipline. For the girls, we're all taught discipline.
Yeah.
So they were never taught any discipline.
Mm-hmm.
And that is what, see, all these things that is happening in Nigeria is because of indiscipline, and that is what is wrecking that country today.
Agbomoso is in Oyo State, isn't it?
Yes, it's in Oyo State.
Oyo State, yeah. Somebody is asking what state is Ogbomoso. I think they want to put it down. So when they meet somebody from Ogbomoso, they can know.
Even me, I can't marry my people. I
It's
can't
a
marry
lie.
my people. I'm telling you. I'm telling
Is
you.
that
Don't,
bad?
ah,
Looto.
you don't know one of my aunts, you know what she to one of the wives? Omokoni Taki. Taki is the name of a neighborhood in Ogbomoso, and was telling her son that there are so many girls in Taki. So why are you doing this with this one?
Hmm.
Ah, auntie, it is horrible. I just hope and I pray that
Are they Muslims in Ogbomoso? Are they more Muslims
we,
than
we
Christians?
no, these people I'm talking about, they are Baptist. Baptist is the stronghold of Ogbomoso. We have Muslims. So
Hmm.
Ogbomoso is a place where you can have Muslim and Christian in the family.
Yeah,
So
of
we
course.
don't discriminate when it comes to religion like that.
Yes.
Yeah. So for me, my dad was a pastor, and we have family members that are Muslim. We go to Yidi during during Muslim festival.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
it's okay. When it
Yeah.
comes to that, the religion doesn't have anything to do,
Hmm.
with what they do there. If you
Hmm.
look at the voice notes that you played the other day,
Hmm.
if you hear him and even saying what he's going to do to her,
Yes.
that's dangerous.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That is very dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
I will run, and none of his family will actually have any access to me or the children.
Hmm.
He's a wicked guy. And I'm telling you, my people can be really wicked.
Hmm.
I won't say it more than that.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Auntie. Thank you for your time.
I
I can't
appreciate
even
you.
imagine that you're coming here, today. My love to your family, your
Thank
children, and
you.
that you are.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Your coffee break. I love, love, love people like you who can see beyond. Is my tribe. This you should learn from people like your coffee break. This is me because you come from a place. Unfortunately, some people cannot see beyond defending nonsense because you are from that place. Ah, no. You know your level of maturity and the way you can think when you rise above all these tribal things. Your coffee break said they are my people. Even me, I cannot marry from my hometown because their mothers are the ones that stand solidly behind them. Gidipakpe, Omokpo. It's babes, it's women they call Omo. That means there are plenty women come and marry in Shaki or whatever they call that place. So I'm sure there are still some few ones that are exception, but if somebody that comes from the place is telling you that this is a way of life, many people don't see anything wrong in it, then you go use your tongue, count your teeth properly, oh. Especially those of now one I like to do struggle of. And another thing I want to say before I end is that you see how we're talking about Yoruba women the other day. I was praising Yoruba women, giving them all their flowers, how well brought up most of them, all the ones I know, very well brought up. They know how to love husband, they know how to respect, they will cook, they literally worship their men. If you flip it to the other side, unfortunately, their men have zero. A lot, not all of them, but a lot of, like you saw how your coffee break said. That's why we talk about Yoruba demons. Unfortunately, the same parents that train these women to be so submissive, to be loving, to know how to take care of a man, to love. We're talking about Yabojo when we did the show about Yabojo and how the average Yoruba woman is so they love and they know how to care for a man, to honor a man. Unfortunately, most of those parents did not train their sons how to be disciplined, how to respect women. Did you see the way Tunde was talking? Was saying, whatever your name is, Oyidamola, whatever you call yourself, he was dragging her. That's not the only voice note, though. If you see, so many voice notes. So when you don't train the men, you keep training the women, this is what you're going to end up with. You tell a man that, oh, you see, that your banana is not for one woman alone. You can't put a padlock on it, allow him to spread it. And then you tell the woman that ile oko, ile ekoni is a recipe for disaster. The other day, somebody was saying that Auntie B, oh, there's so many divorces. Oh, everywhere, divorce, divorce. Money is going to get worse before it gets better. Yes. It's going to get worse because, unfortunately, so people are changing. Society is changing. Social media is there now. So you don't expect Yoruba women of today to behave the same way that Yoruba women behaved 50 years ago, 20 years ago. No, it's not going to happen. In that 50 years ago, 20 years ago, let's even say 10 years ago, a woman like Oyinda Mola in Nigeria will not file for divorce. They'll say, you want to leave your husband because of what? Where he married another wife. No, you can't do that. The game has changed, ladies and gentlemen. That game called marriage has changed. Especially women who live in the diaspora they've emancipated themselves because they are financially capable to do so. And that's why it's very good for you to have your own money, make money, so that you will not settle for rather. You will not take nonsense. Deborah, you want to say something? Oh, yeah, come in quick. I'm sharing my link with you. No, it won't happen. It won't happen. That's why the women are filing for divorces more because they cannot take what our mothers took in those days. But unfortunately, some of these mothers are still the ones that are supporting this kind of behavior. And you see what your coffee break said? Your coffee break said it never ends well. She was not here when we said that. I've never ever seen one that ended well. Deborah, if you want to come in, please come in quick. The link is in the comment section. I need to go, right? I've shared the link. If you want to come in quick so that I can end, please. It never ends well. You can't be telling men that they can do whatever. Tell your boys that they can do whatever they like. And you expect the women to take it. It won't work. As you are teaching your men and your girls, be teaching the boys too. Otherwise, this cycle, we cannot break them. Imagine somebody saying, I cannot marry from my place because of the lack of discipline, because of the way men are running around, doing whatever they like, thinking that they can marry or do whatever they like and cheat, and their parents will cover for them. No, it's not going to happen. Okay, Deborah, you're welcome.
Yes, hello, Auntie B. Good
Hi.
evening.
Okay, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from the UK.
All
This is
right.
my first time calling you. I love your
Ah,
show.
thank
It's been
you.
it's been fantastic. I learned a lot from all your YouTube videos.
Thank
Um,
you.
I don't think any Yoruba person will be new to any Yoruba person, and that's because it's very common with the Yorubas. I don't know about the other cultures because
Right,
I'm Yoruba myself. The
right,
main reason why families do this is not because the new wife is giving them much. If you see in this case, it doesn't look like the girl has much to give. The main reason they do this is to divide the family. When they know that when it's just one man, one wife, they don't have access to meddle in the relationship
right.
in that family unit. But when know that they know that when the man start marrying more than one wife, there will always be problems. And the only place that man will find peace is for
Is
him
his
to come
family.
back to his parents and his family, tell them everything that is going on, and
So
they
it's
will now
about
have
power. It's about
control.
power and control.
Yes, it's not the new wife. On most occasions, the new wife doesn't have much to give them, but they know when they divide that family, they have access into that family, and they will be able to meddle and control and advise their son constantly, even up to old age, even after he dies. Then more than if a man has just one wife and his children, when he dies, the other families they are almost irrelevant, even in his will,
because they know everything will go to the wife and children. But when they are more than one, then the family will have access. They will be
So
able
it's
to
about
control.
it's a divide and rule thing they are
Yes,
doing.
it is
I
is
see.
basic is basically about that. They want to
Right.
have access and be able to control their sons. That's just it.
Mm.
Yeah. So they
Wow.
know when they bring in a foreigner, a new wife, and the wife start having children, they will be able to control. That's the
Mm.
main reason why they do it. So
Wow.
I just wanted to put that out there. Most Yoruba people will know this. I don't know about other culture.
I never
Thank
knew
you,
that,
Auntie
but
B.
you just opened my eyes to another side of it. Thank you so much,
Yes.
Deborah. I'm glad I shared my link with you, even though I was about to end. Wow. So it's because they don't have access. One man, one wife. Ah. So they need to bring somebody else so that they can insert themselves. They will start playing the women again. They could know that women, we don't like one another. So they start playing them like ping pong. Ah. You see, this is illumination for me. I just got something I never knew. I didn't know that. You see? So obviously, these parents have not read the part of the Bible that says that a man shall leave his father and mother and cleave to his wife. So that cleaving is what they don't like. So they need to bring another person to tear your family apart so that they can now have power. Okay. So that when you start seeing, when the wahala will start, everybody will be running to the in-laws to go and tell them, hey, she made perfect sense what Deborah said about how the new wife has got nothing to offer. Like this Boko Boko now, Bumi, what does she have to offer? She wrecked another man before. She's got nothing to offer. It's the man that's giving her everything. Wow. This is about power and control. Ha! Our parents need to do better. Oh. They need to do better. They need to do better. This is wrong on every level. It's fundamentally against the whole principle of what marriage is all about. So you want to divide, you want to conquer, because a lot of these people still want to have a say and they want to be controlling their sons. They want to be telling the sons what to do. When they cannot tell the sons something without discussing with the wife, they say, everything you must tell your wife. You must tell your wife. When I read what that woman said, that the in-laws came to America, they took over their bedroom. Me, I've never seen it before. I've never seen it before. What are your in-laws doing in your bedroom? So husband and wife will not share the same bed again because of in-laws. Okay, if you want to leave, maybe your house is small, you want to leave the bed. I expect my husband to follow me if I'm sleeping on the couch. You better come and sleep in the couch with me. You're not going to sleep in the bed and leave me to sleep in the couch. No. If I'm leaving the bedroom from elderly relatives that come because our house is small and there's no space, if it's a store or kitchen we are sleeping, both of us will sleep there. My show. Wow. Maybe we need to start educating our parents. Though. Some of them they are not online, unfortunately. Yeah, but we need to start. I still think it all boils down to the man. You brothers are the one here. You are the captain of this ship. You need to have some, you need to be able to look your parents and tell them, no, I'm not going to do this. Even if they are supporting you, let them not support you to do something because at the end of the day, now you go suffer around. Peace said Deborah is right. They did that to my uncle. They told him his wife is not nice and does not want to see his family. He fell for it and married 6 wives after the first wife. 6. Were they all nice? Were the 6 wives nice? Oh my God, peace. Oh Jesus. 6 wives in this economy in Buhari, Nigeria, or Abi Obasanjo, Nigeria. Chai. They will just wreck some people, Sha. Some families will wreck you. They will wreck you because you can't sustain it. You can't sustain it financially. You can't sustain it emotionally, mentally, physically. You'll be running. And that's why you see always men in polygamous situation, they die early. You see the occasional one that will live longer than his wives, but most times they die early. Remember we're talking about Messi Aigbe's the man. And I told you guys when we're doing those shows that the daughter of the man that Messi Aigbe's mother married contacted me. She wanted to be private. She said, no, Auntie B, please, Just keep me private, but this is what happened in my family. I can tell you. This is what happened. The wife that was looking, she said, the woman that was looking after my father, he was living with my father, taking care of him. And the woman that is telling me all these things, she wasn't talking about her mother. She said her mother was not living with the man. It's another woman that was living with him. I think he had like 2 wives or so, maybe 2. But it was one of them that was, she said that woman was good. She was open. She will allow all the other children to come and do holiday. She will, when the man, the man has like diabetes and all these health challenges, she will make sure that the man is taking his medication, he's eating the right food. Now, what did they make person live long with that? But the man chased him when Messi Aigbe's mother entered the situation. They chased the woman away. She traveled for business. They didn't allow her to come back. I don't know how many of you remember. She said the father didn't live long again because of that. Yemi said, my cousin's mother-in-law was sleeping in the same bed with the couple before he ran for his dear life, for her dear life. Not be juju be that. How can a couple who are likely to do kerewa sleep on the same bed with in-law Egbami? I don't know. That is juju. Is juju. My people, I don't even know what to say again. And my mouth is shut because some of these stories, it seems like you are making them up when you are saying them. Yeah. Luxury, you are completely right. The way Nigerian men generally need to change, and the way parents train their boys in Nigeria they need to train their boys to be good husbands in the future. Yeah, and have discipline over their bowler. Absolutely. Yeah, I don't understand. People just complicate their lives. They go and use their hand to carry wahala, and then later now, you see, these people like Tunde will start running up and down looking for Woli and Afar up and down. They will say, his witches that are pursuing me, his enemies. No, you chase away the grace of God that was upon your life. We have to be very careful. It's not easy, I know. Somebody said that sometimes it's middle age. They have this middle age spread that is worrying them. That when people get to a certain age, they just feel like, what is in this life? Let me just do it. Wow. I don't know. I don't understand. But anyway, I think we've been able to do justice to this topic. The part that shockatalized me now is what Deborah said about how in-law supports. I think we finally got an answer to it. We've been debating it for 2 hours. But now we finally know that why some of these Mongo Parks in-laws, their parents support them is because the parents want to be the one in control of their lives. They want to be telling you what to do. They want to insert themselves. They feel like with one wife, they have no chance. Wow. It is well, oh. Please, treat people the way you want to be treated. What you don't want for your child. If you have a daughter, what you don't want for her, don't do the same to your daughter-in-laws. It's not right. What goes around comes around. It is not right. Thank you very much, guys, for being here today. Thanks for spending your Easter afternoon or evening with us. Give us a thumbs up. We don't have many thumbs up. But before you leave, please give us a thumbs up. Tomorrow is Easter Monday. It's holiday for some people. Some people are working. But yeah, I'm back tomorrow. I have another show tomorrow. And I'm going to be looking at I said I wanted to do another show about that Caribbean sister. I hope she's listening. If she's listening, please come tomorrow so that you can tell us that story in full. Women actively enabling Mongo Park behavior. I want to talk about what that sister, who is a Caribbean woman, said about how she was left. The man told her that the culture does not allow him to marry somebody that is not a Nigerian. So he went to Nigeria to bring a wife. And now he's back. The wife locked him up in America. Called police on him and everything. Took everything from him. And he's back to her. And she is talking to him and actively supporting him because she has a good heart. I put that in quotes. Are women cultivating and actually, supporting Mongo Park behavior. Why? We'll look at it tomorrow. Okay, thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you. Give us a thumbs up. We're going to look at that sister's situation, because if I say it didn't trouble me, I'm lying. I was troubled by it. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, Bill said, imagine a 40-year-old still taking instructions from his or her parents. Yeah. I call that a very unhealthy attachment. I know children have attachment to their mothers, especially, and their parents generally, but when you become an adult and you still have that kind of attachment, na juju be that one, I beg. You can seek counsel from your parents, but as an adult, you should be independent, especially a man that is grown enough to marry. You must be independent in your thinking, your action. You can ask for advice. For instance, if your father was a business person who ran successful businesses, you can talk to your dad about business proposals or ventures. But you have the final say about what happens in your home. If you are running to go and tell your parents what's happening in your family, my wife did this, my wife did this, oh my show, you are not matured enough to marry. So, I mean, in conclusion, we can say that your in-laws, they don't necessarily have to be your enemy, but they will always take the side of their child when push comes to shove. They're not going to take your side. They will support their child against you. Some people are lucky. They have good in-laws. But last, their pikin and their pikin, you know be their pikin. So they will stick by their child. Yeah, a lot of the Yoruba people in the house are confirming. Fola said I'm a Yoruba, and what the lady said is the truth. Wow. Ogbamosho. Okay. Oh. All you single people in the house, take note, oh. Ogbamosho, Oyo State, Nigeria. They say that's the new headquarters of all this behavior. All right. Now we know. We didn't know before. It is well. May God help us. We should change. I just believe that the world is moving on. We shouldn't even be talking about all these silly things, polygamy. Somebody is going to cheat and marry second wife. The world is moving on. Why are Nigerians still talking about all this backward behavior? If you don't want to marry somebody again, just come sit down, talk about it. I'm not happy. Let's end this so that everybody can move on. It's better than all this. It is well, you. Oh, mommy, that your music sweet, oh. Congratulations. I hope we'll see you soon. I'll be here tomorrow. Thank you, guys. Give us a thumbs up. God bless you. Thank you so much, everyone. We'll talk tomorrow about exes. Should you talk to your exes at all? And if so, what is the level of involvement? Especially when somebody left you to go and marry somebody else, a whole ODD, another human being. Should you still be frolicking with someone like that? I have a very nice story apart from this sister story. I'll share with you guys tomorrow. Women, God will help us. Brothers, God will help you. Thank you, Brother B. I appreciate you as always. God bless you. See you tomorrow night, everybody. Love you guys. Happy Easter. Bye. Thank you. Give us a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't done so. Bye-bye, guys. See you tomorrow.